All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new event here. It's been a little while, maybe for some of us on Chess 24. I am very happy to welcome Anna Rudolf back to the site. Anna, welcome. How are you today?
Thank you so much for the welcoming words, Pascal. I'm very happy to be back here. I've been known as Miss Strategy for a while, and I think I still am. It's just that we didn't have a chance with Sofiko to record more video series as Miss Strategy and Miss Tactics since Baby Tactics was born 3 years ago. But I hope that we'll be back one day in Hamburg when people can travel again and the situation goes back to normal.
She's been busy playing Anish and Banter Blitz here. Did you see the game that they played a few days ago?
I didn't see the game, but I was obviously rooting for Sofiko.
Yes, of course. I mean, so what about you? What's been going on? I hear that you have a course coming out on Chessable very soon.
Yes, my launch day is actually on Monday, which is my sister's birthday, and it was specifically chosen for that day because of my sister. I think I will be explaining more those details on Monday itself. But what I can say already is that I'm bringing back to some extent the Miss Strategy and middle game shows I used to run here on Chess 24 and also on my YouTube. The most popular videos of mine are the Alpha Zero game analysis, and both of these will be featured in my new course on Chessable.
That sounds great. That sounds great. So you were Miss Strategy, right? And she was Miss Tactics. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Um, all right. So what are we going to do today? We're going to do some hand and brain. This is a little bit of a training match because today we're going to be playing against premium members.
Mm-hmm.
But then in a couple of days on the 27th, so the day that your course officially launches, we're going to play against a team of people from our Spanish stream. Uh, do you know them? I think, right?
Yes, I know Ayalen and David Larino. Actually, I'm not sure if officially I was teammates with David, but he was always a close friend of my friends and teammates. So I felt like he has always been around as a close friend. I haven't seen him in years, and I also haven't met with Ireland since one of the chess Olympiads. But I'm ready to beat them, I think.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna have to. We definitely have to win. I've had a couple of battles with the Spanish teams, and yeah, I definitely want to win. So we're not gonna let them off easily. Um,
No.
and so today we're playing hand and brain. Let's maybe you can explain what we're gonna do. Just for we've done it once or twice on Chess 24 with me anyway. Maybe others have done it a whole lot, but I
Mm-hmm.
feel like it's always worth an explanation.
Yes, the hand and brain format is, I think, one of my favorite variants for streams because I think it's a lot of fun how we're gonna be messing up things. One of us will be the hand, which is the person that is playing the game, but the hand has to move always the piece that is being called out by the brain. The brain can only say pawn, bishop, knight, cannot say which knight, which pawn, and it's the hand that will have to pick up that piece, the one the hand thinks of, and make a move with that. So I think oftentimes what creates a lot of entertainment is that we may not think of the same plan and how much it will differ in the position of what we are going for. But that's why we have this training session with you guys today, so that we will be ready for Monday's clash against the Spanish content creators of Chess
Yeah,
24.
it's if anything, it's helpful to have a training match. At least know a little bit like what openings you prefer versus other
Yeah.
ones, like which openings I prefer versus other ones, because you get into a Sicilian and you don't know if the person wants to play a dragon or a knight, or for example, and it's a little bit tricky. Um, and so maybe we get started. So we of course we're gonna keep talking. We can talk a little bit about the tournament going on. So people
Mhm.
should challenge you, right? Maybe you see challenges already. So it's
Let me
oh, and
see.
actually I need to add your name to my scene here. I was doing this a little bit quickly.
Oh, no worries. I'm happy to be called Pascal for the day.
Well, that's too kind, but unnecessary. All right, I think now it's fixed. Um, all right, so in the first game, well, at least at the beginning, and at some point maybe we'll switch. So people should challenge you, Anna Rudolph,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I'll be saying which piece, right? So I'm the brain, and you're going to be the hand.
Yeah, we can start like that if you prefer.
Do you have a do you, people are asking in the chat if you have a preference for time control? You want to tell them?
I think anything with increment, but let's stick to perhaps 3 minute plus 2 second because of the hand and brain dynamics. We always need some time to call out the piece. So a 2 second increment would be welcome.
All right, 2 second increment, just like people want against Ali Reza.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
Have you been watching a little bit the tournament?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, no one can miss a tournament like this. I was telling you earlier when we were setting up the stream that obviously I was sad for Anish for him not doing well and that he wasn't winning the game. Also, today's match against Dingley Ren for Anish didn't go very well. I was really glad to see that he fought back and then he got his chance
Yeah, he
for
won
an
with black.
Armageddon. Yeah, yeah. No, that was a huge comeback. I thought, and there I had my hopes up, but the Armageddon game didn't really go well, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Other than
yeah,
that, it's just a fascinating event, and I hope to see more events like this. Obviously, this is the beginning of a new era, and chess is one of the few sports that can keep going on the highest level even during these very challenging and difficult times.
yeah. I'm hoping that the trend that's being set of having serious big tournaments online, with real prizes, that trend is going to continue even
Yeah.
long after, hopefully long after, of course, we all get past this crisis all over the world.
Yes.
Um, so, all right, are you getting challenges that you want to accept?
Um, I am getting challenges. I wasn't sure though if I should. Okay, I think it says color random rated. Normally, I would prefer for these kind of games that they are unrated.
It's
I mean,
definitely
I'm happy to lose all my rating points, but I don't think it's fair in terms of like the format we are playing.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
bit of a donation if it's rated. Just
all
no
of my
doubt.
challenges are rated at the moment. So if anyone would be happy to change it to unrated for today's format, then that would be appreciated.
And I guess we have what I'm showing on the screen here is an older game. Your rating is just above 2600. This is not a level that you want to give up so easily.
At least not for the hand and brain.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not competing much anymore, so I don't know when is my. It must have been some of my last Banter Blitz shows, the last games on my profile from. But yes, hand and brain I think is always just it's more for the fun effect and. Let's see if we are in synchrony with Pascal and what our plans are like.
Yes. It's hard to imagine that we will be at the very beginning, but we'll get there maybe by the end.
Yeah, considering that this is the first time that we stream together.
Exactly, exactly. It's
But we will get there. And thank you guys for the many unrated challenges. I'm gonna go and accept one of them. So I much appreciated that you are helping us get to this training session by offering games to us. I accepted
all
the
right.
first challenge, and I'm gonna wait for Pascal to tell me a piece. We
All
are playing
right.
with
So
the
we have
white
the white pieces.
pieces.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
pawn.
Are you an E4 player, Pascal, or D4,
I
or both?
I'll say pawn again, and I have been an e4 player pretty much my whole life in tournaments. But now that I play mostly online, I kind of play a little bit of everything
Hmm.
equally badly. Knight.
I'm happy you're an E4 player, and I'm happy to see the French defense. I don't know if you've heard of that,
Ah,
but I'm a huge fan of the French defense in
really?
both
Okay.
colors.
I'll say knight. The French defense just became very popular somehow again, right? And Jan Nepomniachtchi is playing it all the time.
Yeah,
Pawn. And we'll say, I'm trying to remember this line actually. I have looked at this before. I'll say pawn.
sure. Yeah, this is a sideline against the Tarash. I tried everything against the Tarash as black. I think that's
Pawn.
the only reason why I know these lines more or less. But it's
Yeah, yeah. This knight c6 line. Somehow online people play it quite a bit. They want to
hmm,
play e5 at some point, I guess. Bishop, but I think yeah, of course, most of the French they want to play c7 to c5, but this line plays for sort of a different plan.
Yeah.
I will say knight.
Okay. I think that should be a knight maneuver that Pascal is aiming for. So I'm gonna go for something creative. I don't know.
That's what I was thinking of. So there
Is
we
it?
go. We're in
Okay.
sync on that one. I'm not sure if it's
Great.
good. I'm not sure if it's good, but that's what I was hoping. So uh,
Yeah, I think it's interesting because if it's simply castled kingside, then black castles too. Black already has the semi-open f file, so this is more exciting.
yeah. So I guess we'd have to play pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. I'll say bishop.
Okay. Bishop g5 would be a blunder because black plays knight takes. So I'm guessing that's not the bishop move that Pascal is thinking about. I'm just gonna go back solid to e2 to
Yeah, I
defend the
think that
f3
makes.
knight.
That's what I was going for. I don't think that we played the opening in the most, you know, most challenging way for black. But
Mm-hmm.
but we're okay. And this was partly my fault for sure.
Oh,
All
mine
right.
too. I don't remember this line properly. Don't worry.
Knight.
Okay, knight can be. There are many interesting moves. I'm gonna go for. Actually. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna go
easier. It's easier to be the
this
brain
way.
because you can just say a piece and there's like four different
Yeah,
possibilities that are all about playable and you don't have to decide. So
yeah. I was tempted by knight e3 as well. I just got a little worried about this the dark squared bishop.
yeah, this one is safer, I guess. All right.
What
Well,
do we do when the time goes really low? So we still have a minute and a half. Or what do we do
um, I
later?
don't know. I'll let you. You have done this a lot, so I'm gonna say knight.
Okay, another knight move. Let me
Yeah,
figure
yeah,
out which one.
and they're all possible. So
Oh, I'm gonna go for this one and see if we can get some free stuff because I love capturing free stuff
yeah,
in
this is
chess.
the Pac-Man style. All
Mm,
right, now I'm gonna
absolute
say
Pac-Man
knight,
mode.
knight.
It has to be this move.
Yeah. Um, hopefully our position is improving. We've captured a pawn.
Yeah, good to be a pawn up.
So what do we do when time gets low? I think when this is what is this? This is there's 2 second increment.
Yes,
I think once you get to like 15 seconds, you play on your own. And if you get back to above 15 seconds, then I can I'll say knight.
sure.
Um,
Yeah, that sounds like a good system. So everything above 15 seconds, we place hand and brain, and when I get back to more than 15, like if I go low, I hope to increase my time, and then we can continue
yeah,
as hand and brain. I like her position. Has It's absolutely a blast to have an extra pawn, and we also have some threats. I wonder if our opponent Jetzel will deal with them. Okay, he has noticed that I was gonna give a
yeah.
check.
This is a good move. I'll say bishop.
Bishop. I think it should be this bishop because castling kingside. So we probably are not aiming for castling kingside, and that for that we need to develop the queen side.
Yeah, feels like casting kingside is like kind of going into the attack. He's got the open H file, and
Yeah,
so for now, who knows? Maybe we're eventually going to threaten something, and maybe we can prepare to castle on the other side.
it would be ideal if we get to castle queenside. We are still a few moves away from it, but I think thanks to these bishops on the e file. Oh, I was just
What is
gonna
this
say
move?
thanks to that. Yeah, what
I
is
hadn't I
this
hadn't
move?
planned for that one, um, but it's not a bad little move. I have to make a move not too slowly. I'll make the interesting move, right? I mean, this is supposed to be. I'll play knight.
Okay, I was thinking of knight too, and I think we are doing well here.
All right, so we have a little trick here. So pawn,
Yes,
and then hopefully he takes our knight.
hopefully. And if he doesn't, we are okay with the free piece as well, I
Yes,
think.
yes. Maybe he'll play queen h4 or something, and then I'll probably say king, and
Hmm.
hopefully you don't go to a bad square.
Ooh. Yeah, the position could collapse very easily.
No, yeah, but I think here for a piece we should be doing well.
Hmm.
All right, king. He did it. Maybe
Yeah.
he's listening to us. That was a good move. Now at least he's got some chance to do something.
Yes,
I'll say bishop.
I like it. Let's get some more threats in.
All right, and I'll say what will I say? Pawn. This is I always like to say pawn because you have 20 of them that you can move.
I have to think which one makes sense. So the queen was too
Okay,
active.
I'll say king. It's actually stupid. You can be on your own now because there's no
I'm on
time.
my own. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna move then my queen if that's okay.
that yeah, sure. You
Actually,
decide.
it's not good either. Like I
Yeah,
should
we're
have
letting
thought
him
about
take
rook
on e6
takes.
for some reason, but all
Yeah,
right.
I shouldn't have allowed that, but I was too slow there.
But I had the same. My move was going to do the same thing. So
Oh, what is this? Free stuff?
he wants to take your pawn. That's okay.
I see. Ooh, didn't see that attack coming.
I'm quiet to let you hopefully wrap this up.
I wish I wasn't this slow, because this makes it still exciting. And this was definitely not the best move. I'm giving our opponent lots of chances here.
It's okay. Ooh, now if he finds, ooh, my goodness,
Oh my god!
this is going to
Oh
be a
my
little
god!
tricky.
I didn't see Bishop A3 at all. I'm so sorry,
Oh,
Pascal.
you don't. It's
That was terrible. That was terrible. And now we don't have threats anymore. Oh
oh my
man, this is
goodness.
just bad. It's
I think
completely.
it's better for the stream if we start with the loss. You know,
You think
just
so?
make. I think so. It makes our opponents. Um,
I think I'm gonna resign this one. I didn't see Bishop A3 at
yeah,
all.
but
That was a huge blunder.
he played well. He played well to get some chances. So
Yeah.
kudos to Jetzel from
Yes.
Austria, I guess. Yeah.
Yes, Jetzel, you fought so hard that I completely have fallen into your trap with
Partly my fault.
A3.
Partly my fault. All right. So now let's see if we can not get back on track, but actually get on track. Um,
Yeah,
in the next game.
we're just training, so it's good. It's good to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
the defeats today and not on one day.
Yeah, it's a good thing to get psychologically, ready to sometimes lose because
Yeah,
it's one of the hard things of chess. Everybody loses sometimes. So,
very true.
so tell us a little bit. I don't know if the next game will start soon, but tell us a little bit more about your course. How have you ever recorded a course like that before, or was it the first time? Or
It's my first ever Chessable course. I'm really looking forward to Monday and the launch because it has been my work for the past couple of months, basically since January. That was my main focus off stream, and I wasn't really talking about it except for like a few mentions. And just the last few weeks is when I started telling my audience, especially on my channel. Oh, I think we have a new game against
yeah.
John
Okay.
Fernandez.
So if this is actually John Fernandez, this is his picture. He was one of my first friends in the United States, and his
Oh,
rating is deceptive. He's like a 2200 player at least. So um, I think he may have just become a premium member and just played a few games. So all right, I have to make a move, right? I'll say pawn.
well, I'm very happy to meet John. And now that you mentioned that his rating is deceptive,
Knight.
I'm scared.
No. I'm just. I want us to be expecting a challenge that's a little bit harder
Mhm.
than it seems. And I'm going to try to interact with the chat too. I did say knight. I don't know if you heard me or
Oh,
not.
sorry, I didn't hear that. Yeah,
No, my bad. And we'll say I don't know what you like here, so I'll say bishop because it's just
I love
safer.
that.
All
Yeah.
right, good. Um,
Oh,
oh, he plays this move. Okay, I'll say pawn.
mm-hmm. I don't know much about this knight a5, I must
Well,
say.
it's yeah. I don't know that there's too much to know, but bishop. It's one of these moves. It's playable. I think it's to avoid theory and you try to get back into bishop, get into a normal position without
Uh-huh.
but it doesn't really change the character of the position too much. I think. What was I going to say? Yes, someone is asking if we can play one game blindfold. I mean, I'll volunteer to play a blindfold game later if you want. Uh, pawn. This is Miktal asking. So I can play a blindfold game where I guess you tell me what the opponent is playing. You would have
Mm-hmm.
to I would have to find something to put. Well, I mean, you can just trust me that my eyes are closed. Or actually, if I take off my glasses already, I can hardly see anything. Um, Pawn.
Pawn. I'm gonna go for.
Yeah, this is one of these pawn where you have to decide. I don't have to
Yeah.
decide. You have
Let's
to
go for
decide.
this French
So,
French structure again. Oh.
oh right, he's going for like. I'm a little bit surprised by that he goes for this pawn structure. I'm gonna say. I think we can just play pawn here, and well, I'll just say pawn
Yeah.
and pawn again.
Very similar to what we played earlier.
Yeah, I know. So I was thinking that we're winning a pawn, but we'll see.
Yeah.
All right. So now we just have to somehow defend it. I'm guessing pawn to defend it. So we'll see. John is a good player, and he's someone that I've known for like almost as long as I've known anyone in the US anyway. So now we have a couple of interesting moves, I feel. I'm going to say bishop, which again, I think there's two very interesting bishop moves. So one with each bishop. It's hard to decide.
I'm going to go for this one.
All right. That was one of them.
Yeah, this is a chaotic position.
It is chaotic, but I have a feeling that it should be good for us.
Yes, we are a pawn up, and we are also putting pressure on b5.
I'll say, well, the safe move. I'll just say pawn because it's the safe move. But I'm
gonna play the. Maybe it's not the safest, but I like this one.
I hadn't even thought of that one, but that's a good one. I was also thinking of queen e2, like attacking both e6 and b5, but it was getting a little bit messy. So, but this actually seems very strong. So I'm glad I said pawn and that you improved. You improved on my. Someone in the chat says correctly. Okay, now I'll say queen because now I think it's a better version of my move.
Yeah. Before. Oh, this is great.
And now it attacks everything. It's attacking b5, e6. It pins his b pawn. So he might be in trouble. We have to watch our time. We've been playing a little bit slowly.
Yeah. We're just training for Monday, so we are getting into this, guys. But thanks for the advice in the chat.
What do you know? What can you tell me about our opponents, like Larino and Adjelen? I've played with Adjelen a little bit. I've done a few streams with her on Chess24. She loves to attack. Like she'll sacrifice everything with she's completely fearless and pretty dangerous. But she doesn't really. She will give a rook and be like, okay, maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work. That's her style, but she's really dangerous. So what about David? I don't know him at all.
David is also, I think, very much fond of attacking chess. Maybe he calculates more about whether a sacrifice works or not. But what I've always found about his chess is that he's extremely creative. So he may go for offbeat openings, but then find a brilliant idea. He is a very imaginative player.
Okay, all right, good to know. So it will be very interesting. What did someone else say? Someone in the chat correctly pointed. Okay, I'll say pawn. I spend a lot of time talking and not as much playing. Now I will say, I'll just say king.
Okay. Yeah, it's a good idea to cross off. We didn't manage to cross in the previous game.
Now I will say rook.
I like that move. Can I pre-move for captures?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Or do you
actually, I guess that's a hand and brain. It's a hand and brain question. I don't actually know, but I will say yes.
I think you could pre-move as a brain if it's a capture. That's what we usually would.
Yeah, that makes knight.
And knight, so knight a3 or knight d2. I think nothing is saying, so I'm gonna go this way. Yeah, I think if you say
knight,
pre-move pawn, but for captures.
Knight. I'm just continuing to move my knight. Maybe this one is a blunder.
Yeah, I feel like I'm stepping into everything. I should have moved the other knight.
Oh, it's okay.
They didn't use it. All right, great.
So we got to make. Actually, you're on your own now, so I'll just let you.
All right. Not to step out of the mess I've created. The mess. Just gonna move the bishop, I think.
All right, not a lot of time.
No, unfortunately not. But I hope we're gonna get through this somehow. I'm gonna
Me too.
pre-move.
Yeah, pre-move to capture. Oh, all right, we got an important piece away.
Yeah, and we didn't lose a piece, which is important.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, let's not lose the queen either. I don't want another queen sacrifice. I saw many of you in the chat saying I played the Botes Gambit. Yeah, Alexandra often blunders her queens, and we call that the Botes Gambit.
Okay.
I may have streamed that way too much with her because I do the Botes Gambit a lot too. I'm just gonna trade. I feel like since
She's
we are
another Canadian. There's a lot of Canadian chess streamers out there.
Yeah, true. Is chess that popular in Canada, or
No, I
do you
think
think it's just a coincidence?
maybe streaming is popular in Canada.
I see.
No, I mean chess is not particularly popular in Canada.
Hmm.
But the national team has been getting quite strong. Partly, you know, some local players like Eric Hansen,
Yeah.
but then we also have new blood like well, not new blood, but Evgeny Bareyev moved to Canada.
Hmm.
So there's a couple of strong new players.
Hmm. It's always great that they're so enthusiastic. I think we are winning this one.
Yes. All right. Looks like it's checkmate. All right. Good job. Someone says you're as fast as a sloth. It's very nice.
Yeah,
Thanks very much. That is really
Mikta,
kind.
you're right. But this, I think I'm famous for being one of the slowest chess players out there online. Because I don't know if it happens to you, Pascal, but I feel like I could still do pretty well if it's a physical chessboard in Blitz, so that I play way faster on an actual board than how my mouse skills are online.
Yeah, I'm not in the same boat. I've been playing online so much for many years and I don't play over the board ever these days. So I'm actually very comfortable. I'm very comfortable online compared to over the board, I think.
Yeah. For me, it's the opposite because I used to play a lot of Blitz and Rapid as a kid. I even have medals from European Championships from Blitz and Rapid tournaments, but online has never been my forte, and most of you guys know it. So thank you for the nickname. I do want to be a sloth in real life.
A sloth, yeah, but sloths are kind of nice. You know, I remember one trip I saw a bunch of sloths in Costa Rica, and they were easy to spot because they don't move. You know, so.
That's a great advantage of having.
Have you played in Gibraltar before?
I did years ago, and I did visit the monkeys. I mean, the monkeys kind of visit you.
Right.
You don't even need to go up the hill. Did you play in Gibraltar?
No, I think I don't know how many years it's been running for, but when because I mostly stopped playing live in 2008. I played the Olympiad in 2008. I think we decided we were both at the Olympiad in 2008, right?
Yes, true, in Dresden, Germany.
Yeah. So that was like I was starting I was starting a new job then, and I knew that I wouldn't play too much after.
I see.
And so, yeah. So I think Gibraltar didn't maybe exist. I don't know when it started. It started. Oh, I should say pawn. Again, I don't know what openings you play at all. Okay.
French?
Oh, the French. Actually, you did say that you liked the French. Okay, cool. Pawn.
Do you play the French?
I speak the French language. Pawn. I don't know. I've played it in Blitz actually. I'll say queen.
Okay.
It just keeps the options open, but then I still have to decide. So actually, that's useless. I'll say knight. So it's the same. Okay, now I will say knight.
All right.
Pawn. And knight. Knight.
All right. I wonder if you mean.
I
Wait a
actually don't.
second.
I think I'm confusing maybe my variations. Maybe I'm supposed to play another move first, but who knows?
Um,
Now
maybe
you're
you're
stuck.
right. I'm just not playing this exact line, so I'm gonna try to figure it out on my own. What's the move that you're thinking of? I'm looking at knight a5, but I don't know what's going on if queen a4. Do I
Yeah,
have to come
that's
back?
actually what I was thinking also. But yeah, Queen A4, you have to go
Um,
back. So I did the wrong move order. I think you're supposed to play Bishop D7 first. I was trying to go fast, and you see what happens when I try to go fast.
don't worry. I'm still gonna go for that move, and if the
We'll
check
see.
happens, it's gonna work out in
It's
our
not
way
that. It's actually yeah.
somehow.
I don't know that the queen check is too big a deal. All right, so knight. Now maybe he'll play Queen D1.
Yeah, maybe they think we want
Uh,
to make a draw.
yeah,
Psychological battle here with the move
Captain.
repetition.
Okay, so he goes there. All right, so we'll say knight. We got to go somewhere.
True. You don't have too many squares. I'm just gonna come back here.
Yeah, I like what we did. We provoked him. This is
Yeah.
provocation. Captain de TT, French FIDE master, is asking if it's for premium only. I think this is premium only. Yeah. Bishop, we're
Yes, today we
accepting.
are playing against premium members, but obviously you're all welcome to watch and give us some
Yes, of
guidance in the
course.
chat because we are training for Monday. Monday is the big
No,
clash.
I'll say pawn. So you got your choice of rook pawns to move.
Uh-huh. Choice of rook pawns. A6, A5, A5, B5.
Or H5 or H5. I mean, that's
Oh, you actually said rook pawn. Yeah, I somehow thought you said. Yeah, my brain was on queen side pawn moves, but no, H5 I do like perhaps even more. We provoked
we
those
provoked it. All
weaknesses.
right, queen.
Yeah.
There you go. An easy one for me.
Let's just come here. Let's try. I think we're gonna win this one based on the fact that White has been expanding on both flanks and the king is still in the middle of the board, so I'm confident.
Yeah, yeah. I think I'm confident too. I mean, it's this knight a5. I'm not sure if it's a novelty that will be repeated, but I remember that there is a line with knight a5. The knight comes to c4, but it's not in that position. It shows that I haven't looked at this in a very very long time. All right,
Knight
so
G5.
I'll say pawn. I'm gonna start trying to move a little bit quicker because so far I haven't.
I'm gonna take here and hope for the best.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so he's got evil intentions. I'll say queen. I think we can
Yeah,
get out of
solid.
there. Yeah. All right. Now I'll say bishop. Just solid.
Okay, we are very solid.
And our next two moves: pre-move knight b8 and then knight g8.
Back to the basics.
All right.
Like
No, I'm kidding. Now knight.
Okay, maybe this knight move I do
Yeah,
like.
you don't have to go to g8. And now I'll say rook.
Lovely.
Going forward. No more of this going back.
We have been just provoking our opponent to weaken his position.
John Fernandez is saying ugh. That was a good game, John. The opening was terrible, but then you actually managed to get out of it.
Yeah.
And it's been a long time. John is a good friend. He's got twins at home, I believe. Oh. Well, no, I don't believe. I know he's got twins at home. I believe. It's just silly. All right, I think we're gonna take something next.
Yeah, I think we're going for that free stuff again, capturing a pawn or two.
All right, knight. Oh no, what am I doing? I was gonna pre-move that move, and
I didn't expect that he wouldn't keep the queen on the G file.
But too late. I said knight.
I have to move a knight.
Of course, yeah. No cheating.
Yeah, it's okay.
No cheating.
We can still go for that move if White doesn't prevent it.
That's right.
It's funny how we both didn't expect that he would hang the knight.
Yeah, I thought it was like very unlikely.
Yeah.
Um, all right, knight. Now we got to watch for this check. I'll say bishop.
Bishop. Get rid of this one.
All right. Now we're out of time, so you're on your own.
All right. I guess I'm going for. Oh, I don't actually know. It's getting a little
Yeah,
dangerous.
it's a little messy. It's a little messy, but it's
I'm
okay. I
just
think you're still.
gonna trade.
Oh, you're going for the safe route. Okay.
Just trying to develop quickly, but it's opposite color bishops, and he got the pawn back. So
Yeah. Our pawn structure is a little better.
yeah, and I have faith in this rook. I think it can still do big things.
All right, you've got a lot of hopes pinned on
Yeah,
that rook.
hopefully. I'm just gonna play this one first.
That's not that easy for him to play this position.
Oh, okay. I wanted to keep that rook, not trade it, but I don't know if I'll manage. Maybe this is not the best way though. Oh, I missed the move that I could have done earlier to win material. Finally.
All right. I think we're going to be on a streak here.
Yeah, a 2 out of 2 is an insane streak. I feel like we are unstoppable.
I mean, you gotta start. Oh, you found a good move.
Yeah. Actually, what do I do here?
Maybe you still can.
Just not get flagged. I don't think this was a good move that I played.
Actually,
but
it might
now
work out
it's
well.
working out. Yeah, and I could have taken on h3 as well. Just gonna take everything.
Now you can show your technique.
I'm gonna move everything away from the dark squares to start with. I don't know why I played f6 in that moment, but I just wanted to simplify the position. It still should be easily winning with moves like king to d5. I don't care much about the f6 pawn as long as I get an active rook. An active king.
Making progress. All right, good. We are in good shape. Now, at some point, do you want me to play some? Do you want to switch, or it's up to you?
Yeah, we could switch, and I also am not sure for how long we are on. So if you
we can probably go until about for another like 35-40 minutes, and then I'll start the after show a little. I just need a couple minutes to get to the after show, but yeah. So we still have.
In that
case,
I think we could swap now so that we both play.
Okay. Sure. So now I'll be the hand, and you will be the brain. And so, all right, I have a challenge here from Blunder Panda, who was already challenging me 3-2. I think you guys are seeing the board too, right? All right, good. All right.
I just need to follow you.
Oh yeah, you need to follow me. That's right.
All
right. So now, if people want to challenge me, you can see my username here is GM Pacman.
I think I'm following your games. I hope that I did it the right way. Will it automatically open if you start? Oh yeah, I think I see it now.
All
right. Pawn.
All right. We figured out that we both like to play e4, so that's good.
Yeah. Knight.
Okay. And this guy's 2200.
Pawn.
I'm assuming you
Blunder Panda. I hope that the username is actually reflecting the reality.
Oh, knight. Yeah. I hope so too. Did you say knight?
Yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Knight.
So let's see which Sicilian Blunder Panda wants to play. Okay, interesting.
Bishop.
Bishop. Aha. Now I have to guess. Okay, let's play this one. You like that one?
Yeah.
All right.
Knight. I think this was an easy one for me. Knight move.
Okay. Oh man, I don't know. I'm gonna play here because. Okay.
Pawn.
pawn. So I'm guessing.
I don't
I
know
don't
much
know.
about this line. I'm just making things
I,
up here,
I
so
think I
don't
can play
worry about
this.
me,
No, I'm
Pascal.
not. No, no, I'm not. I'm not at all. Actually,
Bishop.
I don't know anything about this line either. So I'm just
Pawn.
probably this. Yeah, maybe this one. No, I'll play a5.
Yeah, I just wanted to play h3 there.
H3, yeah.
Queen.
Queen. Maybe here.
King.
We've
Yeah.
castled. We've castled.
We've castled, which is important. We've learned from the first game.
Yes, we're learning from our mistakes or from our
Rook. Even though we were a piece of it and I just blundered away everything, but I'm gonna blame it on our king. No,
No,
it
yeah,
was
it's
it
all
was
good.
my Bottas gambiting. How do we play this the most efficient way?
This guy's playing fast. He's taking 4 seconds.
Very fast. I'm gonna say pawn.
Pawn. Okay, so probably this.
Yeah, I like to fix that queen side.
What is going to... Okay, so he goes here.
Rook.
Rook. I think probably this
I
one.
love that move. Maybe it's not so strong.
I mean, it could be a good move where we have the possibility of playing rook c4 at some point. Okay, so he makes a
Yeah, I think a rook.
Rook. So you're not worried. Yeah, I guess that's tricky. So if he takes on a5, I guess we have some ideas here. Okay.
I was hoping, but now we need to calculate. Let's see.
Well, you know what they say? They say A, you do A, you got to go B or something like that.
It's true.
It's not right, but
I'm going to say pawn.
Pawn. So I thought you were going to say knight, and I didn't see what he would do there.
That was my initial idea, but I was worried that, because after king f8, we take on g6 with check. Yeah, that was like,
all right,
I forgot.
Well, pawn is pawn. That's all right.
Yeah, knight d5 was my initial idea.
Yeah, that's what I thought was your idea, and it was actually I think it was a really good idea.
I convinced myself that it wasn't working, but I shouldn't have, because this one I'm not sure after.
Yeah, this one I don't know. Well, we got to figure something out now.
Yeah. I'm gonna say rook.
Rook. So I guess rook. Don't know which one you want. I'm gonna go here.
Yeah, I'm still hoping to trap that piece, but it's not simple.
Yeah. Okay. Bishop. Now I'm just taking this. We don't have too much time either.
Yeah, knight d5 was clearly winning, and this one is a mess now. So knight.
Okay.
Knight.
Okay, I think you want to play here.
Pre-moving bishop just in case.
Sure.
For capture, sorry. I should add the capture only.
I figured it out, I think.
Just in case for the viewers too. Like, I don't want to be cheating, but I mean the capture. Any other move, I'm not sure. Like this one, I'm not sure if we... I'm gonna say queen.
All right, I think that's a good move. I'm gonna...
They're very active, at least.
I'm gonna keep pre-moving that capture until it happens.
Yes, you are right. We should keep pre-moving it.
Is this... What was the time that we said that we... 20 seconds? 15 seconds?
15, I think we said, but you 15. Can also swap to 20 if you prefer.
No. I can't change the rules. That would be
You're faster than me, at least, because I can definitely lose on time with increment too.
I'm going to lose in all kinds of ways, but probably not on time.
Oh yeah, the pre-move.
Yeah. It's such a good feeling when a pre-move happens.
Yeah, I barely ever get pre-moves in, so I'm celebrating pre-moves more than victories.
Yeah. So now I think I'll take one. I should be able to take one pawn. So I'm taking this one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And I think we're
now
taking more than that, aren't we? Let's
I'm
see.
hoping, yeah, he might have, unless he has some kind of move, but I don't really see how he defends all the pieces. So
Yeah,
maybe this is working out.
we saw it all and we played b4.
Yeah.
Oh no, 95 was really
Yeah,
such a
knight
strong
d5.
move.
No, because it was a really good it was a good move, rook c4. What is he
You
going
know
to play
that
now?
feeling when
Okay.
you convince
Oh, so he
yourself that
actually found a way to
ah
defend that piece. But
okay,
it
let's
shouldn't
see.
work.
Um I'm gonna say poof, actually I was gonna say pawn, but I'm not sure anymore.
I'm going to run out of time. We got to make a move.
Rook.
All right, I think that's a good move.
Yeah.
We set up a threat here. Queen takes b8.
Yes. Will he spot
Um,
it?
oh, I
Whoa,
can do
queen.
it. All
Queen.
right. Yay. Well, actually,
Beautiful.
I don't want to pre-move because he could play knight f8. Yeah, see, he played knight f8. Now I'll play rook
Oh
d8.
yeah, this is still beautiful though.
Yeah, so now it's
Nice.
made. So, all right. Well, that was a nice game.
Very good job.
Let us finish nicely. So, all
Yeah.
right. Thank you, Blunder Panda. All right. Who else challenged me? So wait, I'm going back like as low as as low because I think the lower ones are the earlier ones. So we have Brett 6 with a bunch of letters and numbers, 2400. So these I actually have a lot. These challenges are from high rated players. But all right, I got white again. Pawn.
Pawn
All
it
right.
is. And Blunder Panda, thank you for the
Yeah.
game. And yeah, I'm so sorry that we
we-
actually then tricked you into this position because you were doing fine after taking on e4. Pawn.
I'm switching to d4 just for
Yeah,
variety,
pawn.
for a little variety.
Sure. Knight. Knight. I'm not really sure what I'm doing.
No,
So.
I think every move is probably playable. So
Bishop.
give him a check because I think that check here is actually quite annoying.
I think so too.
He's got to make an awkward move.
Pawn.
Yeah, I think this is a little bit awkward for him. He might not be losing. Well, now he might be losing. I don't know.
I'm gonna say queen.
Yeah, I think that's got to be good for us. So now we're threatening the e6 pawn. So I thought he was going to maybe play bishop takes b5, knight b5, and queen a5 check. And he could try to win the pawn back on c3, but because he's, we have to probably play knight c3 back. Now, if he takes on b5, we have a few options, but probably the simplest is just to trade queens, play knight b5 after, and we're up a pawn. But maybe there's something better. I just mean like sort of, if that's the worst we got, it's still good. What do we do? I just realized he has bishop takes c3 here.
I didn't want to mention because I don't know if Brett is listening, but I was so scared.
That's okay.
I guess we have to go pawn, but I only noticed it after I said queen, and I was then praying that he wouldn't play it.
Yeah.
So
the prayers,
queen.
the prayers did not work.
No, unfortunately not. But
that's okay though. I think we have compensation for sure. I think I gotta take this one. All right. So I mean we definitely have some compensation here.
I'm gonna say I think I like a knight move.
Yeah, I think I like knight move too. We'll go here with a little threat. Okay.
Bishop.
So I think I'm going over here to attack. Just trying to continue to build on the initiative. It's probably the kind of thing where he's got to somehow sacrifice his rook to trade queens if he can. Yeah. I mean, his rook for a piece. And so then we'll have a position where we have two pawns, and he has 2 pawns up, and he has 2 pieces against the rook. Unless we have something else. So
queen, I must say.
Yeah. So queen. So do I trade or do I not trade? I don't know.
The decision is yours. I had to say queen. No.
I'm actually tempted. I'm tempted by a weird move, so I'm just gonna make it.
Okay. Yeah, I like it too.
Because I'm attacking the bishop, And I think it's nice to keep queens on the board, especially because after we take his rook, we're going to be threatening to hop onto f7.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Maybe our position is good again.
I
After
think we are winning. I'm gonna say
I have to say, in
confidently
this, I feel like
that.
in this hand and brain stuff, like my tendency to blunder is even stronger than when I'm playing not hand and brain.
Oh, I feel that absolutely
Because
100%.
it messes with your brain. It messes with your brain a little bit. You get confused very easily in playing this hand and
Yeah,
brain.
yeah, but I guess that increases the entertainment level for the audience. I hope that you
That's
guys are enjoying our blunders.
that's the goal. We just have to make sure not to blunder too much when we play against David and Ajelin in a couple of
Yeah.
days. So that event so just so everybody knows is going to be on the 27th. So it's Monday
Mm-hmm.
at roughly the same time, right? We try to start this stuff um, after the games end
Mm-hmm.
when people are still hungry for some chess entertainment. He's got a tough position. I think Queen B3 was actually a good move. All right, he
Yeah, I
played.
think so too. And now Bishop.
Yeah, so I think he found a good way though, because his goal might be now is to play c4. Yeah, so
Yeah,
he played a nice he played nicely.
Queen.
All right, Queen. Yeah, I think this is good. So then we're still in good shape here because his pieces are a little awkward.
Yeah, I think I was tempted to just Casa. Maybe that's the right way, but I'm gonna say first pawn.
Pawn. I like that. I like that, but I'm trying to decide which one. I think this one.
Yeah.
I've been wondering, well, I don't know how much I like to talk just because, that's what Banter Blitz is about, but I know maybe I'm not supposed to give ideas. I was wondering about the idea of playing h4 with rook h3, rook f3 as an idea.
Oh, oh, that's lovely too.
So he makes this
Queen
interesting
e6.
move.
Yeah, he's making it interesting for us. I think I'm gonna say another pawn move.
Another pawn move. So I'm guessing you want me to play this.
Yeah, I've just realized that 8 takes b5 is just as much of a pawn move.
Oh yeah, but yeah. I mean now, man, this is a
Um,
interesting position.
yeah, I think um, Queen.
Queen. Oh, that's not what I was expecting.
Yeah, maybe it's not the best. I started to chicken out.
I was gonna castle queenside. Actually, was my idea.
Really? Oh, that would have been stronger because of the rook d8 threat. I was only considering
All
castle
right, so I
kingside.
think you want to play the end game. So let's play the end game because I think that's at this
I just
point.
love endgames
No, I
too
mean
much. I
it's
always aim
actually
for it.
okay. So
Uh, I'm gonna say knight
I think that makes sense to at least make his rook be sort of a dud on a7.
and a king.
Okay, I'm gonna go here. So this is an interesting endgame, actually. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
pretty. It's kind of unclear.
Oh, that should be a good move, but it's okay. Knight and then rook, I think. Oh, depending on what you play, though. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
thinking of the capture.
Oh, so now actually maybe he blundered something. Yeah, maybe knight d5 was a blunder.
Yeah, I thought initially it was good because our knight on b6 was strong, but now I don't see how he can save the piece.
Someone in the chat is saying I'm not supposed to give moves, so I'm cheating. But you never make the moves that I talk about. So it's almost
Yeah.
like when I say a move, then we're not going to make it. So it's actually negative help.
And I think it's what you mentioned that Banter Blitz is about also
Yeah,
projecting
well,
their
it's the
ideas.
balance, because it's like you want to make the show interesting by saying things. I want to accept someone a little bit less high rated just to get, I don't want to make it look like I'm only playing people who are 2700. So slow
Sure.
Jin here, 1800. We have the black pieces. I feel like we got a couple of whites in a row.
We
Um,
did. I'm gonna say pawn, and I'll see if you play the Sicilian or e5 opening.
sure, I play both actually in Blitz these days. I play a little bit of everything now, but I don't know anything, so that's the problem.
Pawn.
Okay, so pawn.
Pawn. Knight and Oh, taking
Oh,
with the queen.
this is
Sorry, I was
this will worry.
already
If you
thinking. Well,
pre-move,
knight
if you
anyway.
pre-move, by the way, just for the crowd here, if you play knight f6 and pre-move that, it's actually really bad. After e5, it's like a terrible. Well, it's a pretty bad position.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know much about this. I'm gonna say bishop.
yeah, bishop is good. Um,
Bishop.
all right.
Um,
I played this line as white when I was a kid. Like,
really?
yeah.
I wonder if I should play pawn or knight. I'm gonna say knight.
Okay, knight. So far, so good. This is all a lot of theory here.
Is it?
It's old theory from from the. I think they were playing this maybe in the like 60s or something.
I wish I knew it. I'm gonna say pawn and hope that that makes sense here.
Makes sense.
Bishop.
It is a hard line to play without knowing the theory, I must say. But that's okay. I have faith in us.
Yeah, I wonder if there will be positions where it's a pawn sacrifice from our side, like the d6 pawn. I can easily picture falling.
It's hard to yeah, it's hard to know unless you've seen them, but yeah.
I'm gonna say queen.
Someone was asking whether we queen, so I think I'll go here. Castling, I think, is like the popular move here. But I think queen a5 looks normal too. So
okay. That was gonna be my initial guess to castle, but I thought this looks more aggressive.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, I guess at some point I should say king.
All right. Someone in the chat was asking if we can see the chat, and the answer is yes. I think we try to answer. Oh, well, I shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm gonna say queen, and I love free stuff. Yeah. Thank you for the donations, Lojin.
Yeah, this is a
pawn.
We managed to take a piece, so now we just have to not get checkmated in a few moves, and our position will be up a piece.
Rook. Yeah, we are looking at the chat.
Yeah, we look at the chat. We try to answer a lot of stuff as.
Yeah, it's great to have a piece, and I hope that we'll have many of these kind of positions on Monday too.
I know. I hope they give us some little presents, that are not good sacrifices, but actual presents.
Do we have something at stake, or will we just it's more for the pride and the honor of our team,
for the incredible honor, but we, maybe we can come up with a prize.
Queen. Yeah, I was wondering of just something small, even if
sure, we could,
even if it's something to do on the next show.
Oh yeah, that's true. That could be. Like, you like to sing, right? Like sometimes you have to sing when you.
Have you heard me singing, Pascal?
I've heard you sing. Yeah.
Oh no. I'm sorry for everyone's loss there. If you.
I don't think anyone has heard me sing on Chess 24. So.
Oh, okay. I'm hoping you are just as good as I am in that case. Pawn.
There was one stream where I did a little dance. I'm absolutely terrible dancer. After I checkmated by promoting to a knight, and I had to do a little dance. It was actually against Spain, so against the Spanish team. So
we could come up with something like that. Either
something
dancing
like that.
as a punishment for the losing team.
Yeah. So that would be that's one possibility. We can do that. The losing team has to sing something.
Knight.
All right. We should find a way to somehow checkmate him in a nice way in this game. We'll see. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't.
Knight again.
Knight. I'm guessing. Go.
Maybe it's not the strongest, but
it looks good. I just wasn't sure whether to go. Next, we'll play Rook to B3. I'm just kidding. To set up the mate, but.
I think I'm gonna make a rook move unless he doesn't move the queen away. Kind of half pre-moving a rook move.
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying rook. You're saying rook.
Unless we have a free queen or something
Okay.
else
I think
awkward like
that kind
b4.
of stuff is allowed, I guess. I mean, rook b3 is actually is not that bad as a move, but it's
Yeah,
not.
I like that move, and we also have other interesting options.
Yeah, I think I'll just go to b4. I don't know.
Yeah. It also creates a couple of
Actually,
threats.
yeah. Yeah, because this creates the d4 threat.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to finish with like a queen takes a2, rook a6, but it probably is not going to happen because his knight is always defending it.
Yeah, a pity, but it would be lovely if we could find some pretty finish. I'm gonna say rook.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. We're bringing a lot of our artillery in the game.
I'll say actually knight.
Knight. Okay. I'm not sure which square. It's hard because I wasn't sure which piece you were going to say. So that's the tough thing about this hand and brain, and you're not always sure where it's going to go.
Rook.
Okay. That makes it easy for me.
Rook again.
Okay. So we're setting up a threat. Oh.
He saw it, but I think bishop is still nice.
Yeah, it looks nice. We got to make sure we don't get checkmated on b8, but it shouldn't happen.
The back rank is a problem, but he wouldn't have the right moment for it.
Do you want to? I've played a few. You want to switch it back to you to close the show? Maybe we'll do. You can play a couple more.
If you want me to, so will I play 1 or 2 more games?
Yeah, I think we can do 2. Well, depending on how long they last, 2 or 3.
Sure, you let me know.
I can start the after show a little bit late. This is probably more fun for the audience. So
the after shows are important than analyzing the games of the day. So I'm not gonna steal the show from you and from the actual important games. But thank you guys for having us train. This is our training match for Monday, and I'm starting to feel confident because I think we understand now more the playing styles and openings of each other.
I agree.
All trying to find the users that I haven't played with because I see some of you challenging me.
I gotta make sure. I think I'm still following you, but I'm just gonna make sure that I am.
Sure. Some of you are challenging me for bullet or without increment, and that unfortunately I cannot go for this.
Oh, I actually completely forgot. I was supposed to play a blindfold game. Okay, maybe.
Do you want to do that now?
So yeah, I'll follow you, right? Because otherwise I won't be able to make moves, and so it will be me playing blindfold.
So
right? As you.
Yeah. How do we do it? Wait a second. So that's not hand and brain, or it's also hand and brain blindfold?
No, it's just blindfold, I guess.
Yeah. And I'm making the moves for you.
Yeah, because I don't know how else we could do it. So it's of course someone will not really be playing Anna then, but you just tell me the moves and then I'll move. Right?
Sure. What rating of opponent would you like then?
Whatever you decide, but don't make it too much. So I'm gonna do 2 things. I'm gonna take off my glasses, which already means like I basically can't see anything.
Okay.
And then my eyes are closed. I don't have like a scarf, or maybe I do somewhere, but actually I have a shirt. But
whenever you're ready, I'll start the challenge.
I'm ready because I want you to be. I want to play more hand and brain after, and you can play. You want to play 3-minute, 5-minute, whatever you want.
So you don't want increment for the blind?
Sure. Increment is fine. 3-2 is good.
3-2. All right. I'm gonna accept a challenge from about 2,200 rating. I think our opponent is Cobra. Yes, and we've got the black pieces. So Pascal will be playing.
I hope he doesn't bite me.
Have you ever held a snake in your arms, like when they give it to you for a photo? And
Absolutely
you
not. Absolutely not.
I was tempted to do it in Singapore. We were there in November, and there was a gentleman on the streets for this snake photography.
Snakes kind of scare me. There was one when I was in Costa Rica, the trip where I saw the sloths. We we were like walking around some waterfall. It's, you know, beautiful. And then we found this really dangerous snake. Like, it's called a fertilance. It's the most venomous snake in Costa Rica.
Ooh.
And the guide was like, oh, you know, we're so lucky, this the fertilance, we, you know, not many people get to see it, let's take a picture. And it was, the snake was sleeping, but you know, I was really uncomfortable. I was like, let's run away from this thing as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
um, has my opponent played yet? Because I can't see.
No, and I'm thinking
Ah,
of aborting the game if he's not here. Unfortunately, we would
my
love to play against you, Cobra, but if
my
you can't,
blindfold is scaring.
I'm gonna abort the game and go for another challenge because unfortunately we cannot wait for too long. So let
There's
me
actually
find
been there's been
another.
a little competition on Chess 24. There's been, I think, Blind Jan was blind, is Jan Gustafsson playing Blindfold, and then there's Blind Laurent, which he's got some other name, and they were competing to see who could get to the higher rating of the,
Oh,
and they made some shows. There's actually a way to play Blindfold in the app, I
I
think,
see.
but it's a little bit different. So I haven't started yet, right? Like, I just opened my eyes
Yeah,
to see
I'm
what's going
trying to
on.
find. I was saying I was gonna find someone at this rating, but I see many higher and many lower rated people. So
I'm putting on my
I'm
glasses
gonna.
to read the chat for a second.
Sure. I think we have a new game
All
against
right.
Sand Viper if he makes a
Okay.
move.
Oh, I think I gotta actually, for the, I gotta flip the board for the show because you're black here. Okay. All right.
If
And
we do
now
have a move, but I feel like everyone is
everyone
scared
is
of your
scared. Yeah,
blindfold
the
skills.
blindfold Pascal is just even scarier, even scarier than.
Oh, we do have a move. I think I'm gonna then just hand it over to Pascal. I'm making the moves.
What was the move?
E4. I
Oh,
forgot I need to tell you.
okay. C5.
I'm so much in hand and brain mode still.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Knight f3.
D6. All right, we made him think.
Yes. Bishop b5 check.
Oh no, not that one. Knight D7.
All right. Keeping it more interesting.
Yeah, I think for blindfold, it's better to play interesting. Otherwise, you just get kind of confused.
d3.
D3. Uh, A6.
We are definitely making him think. Bishop a4.
All right, we'll play B5.
Mm-hmm. I'm guessing bishop b3 has just played it.
Mm-hmm. And we will play E6.
All right.
I don't want to deal with bishop F7, knight G5. Like, I don't know if I played bishop B7, maybe he had that. I'm not sure.
Castle kingside.
Okay, castle kingside. Then we'll play bishop B7.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
What do you think of this position?
I'm already happy. I've made like 6 moves and I haven't lost any pieces. So
a4.
A4. So he's trying to change that. You know, that he's trying to attack some stuff. What do I
Mm-hmm.
think of this position? I think this is a comfortable position for black, but it's, you know, white is fine. This setup with bishop A4 is probably not the most dangerous. All right, so I'll play knight G/F6.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering whether I should have played B4, just kind of keep the position a little bit more closed. And probably in both cases, it's about equal.
Rook to e1 is your opponent's
Okay.
move.
Rook to e1. I'll play bishop e7. I got to get a little closer to castling.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna get tricky if we go low on time, but I'm confident you're gonna win before we get into time trouble.
I
We
hope
have
so.
almost 2 more minutes, so 1 minute 52 seconds. c3.
Okay, c3. So on c3, I've always been, you know, I was curious whether I could play c4 and take on e4 and that stuff, but it's too complicated for blindfold, so I'm just going to castle.
Okay, yeah, c4 is interesting for sure. But this is solid.
Yeah. So now I actually like my position even more than before because I think his setup is a little bit slow.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I've already gotten kind of my pieces to the squares where I want them. Then I just got to figure out what to do.
Bishop g5.
Bishop g5. Um, I'll start with h6.
Mm-hmm.
Just to
Bishop h4.
okay. No, I think I'm gonna keep the rook, so I'll play rook c8.
Mm-hmm.
And so somewhere I'd like to play c4.
A takes b5.
Yeah, a takes b5, a takes b5. If he goes rook a7, I always have queen b6. And
Bishop to c2 he played.
Okay, bishop c2.
And we have a minute, so I guess I'll have to tell you very quickly the moves.
Okay, no problem. I'll play rook e8. Is there increment in this game, by the way?
There is a 2-second increment.
Okay.
I just have to tell you his moves very quickly so that you have enough time.
Yeah.
51 seconds left. Knight d2, knight bd2.
Okay. e5. So I decided at some point you can switch to like a Ruy Lopez type position here.
Uh-huh. Yeah. He's got a minute and a half and we have 49 seconds. Knight f1.
Okay, knight f1. I'll play d5. I'm starting to lose patience. Probably stupid, actually.
But do you want to pre-move in case?
Yeah, you can pre-move knight takes d5.
Okay.
And if he takes on f6, then you'll play bishop f6.
He took on d5.
Yeah, knight d5.
Knight takes. Do you want to pre-move something if bishop e7?
You can play rook e7.
Oh, bishop g3 he played.
Bishop g3. Interesting. It's a good move, actually. Bishop g3. I'll play bishop f6.
Uh-huh. 33 seconds.
He'll probably, I don't know what he's going to do. I think I still like my position.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. I'm just worried I'm not telling you the moves quickly. d4.
d4. Oh, my goodness. That's like it looks like a bad move, but it's one that's going to make me flag.
18 seconds.
ed.
Pre-moving something?
Pre-move rook takes e1.
Queen h7 check because he played queen d3. I guess I have to move king f8. Hopefully we are not getting mated. I'm so sorry.
His queen's already
I pre-moved. Yeah, because I pre-moved rook takes e1 and queen d3 was his move. He didn't take back on d4. It's my bad because I was asking you for pre-move.
No,
in
that's
case
fine.
Of the capture. I thought checks. I have to move the king, and now rook takes e1.
Boy.
Oh man, I guess we are lost.
Yeah, that's fine. We can resign. You know.
I'm just gonna make one more move and see if he takes the queen. I played knight d3 for you. He took on d8, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, that's fine. All right, good game. Oh man. So
I'll resign.
I'll just resign. Yeah.
So well, we still have some chances.
You can play. You can play.
I mean, it's not a dream position, but maybe we are not dead lost because we have some pawns on the queen side.
And you have increment, so now he's playing against the real Anna Rudolf, so he's in trouble.
The thing is, I'm so slow, but I was like, maybe it's not a position to resign just yet. We should be lost, of course, but okay, now it's getting bad. What do I do here? Yeah, I lost some time when I was going to like bishop.
Yeah,
d4.
so I think.
What do I do?
Oh man, so I'm just looking at the board now. So I actually had the position. Yeah, you know what? I saw queen d3 too, and then I should have played knight f8 was what I should play here. Although taking on d4 is probably silly actually. I probably should.
The problem is that I asked you for a pre-move because I was taking for granted that he takes back on d4. I didn't think of queen d3.
No, but actually d4 was a good move because queen d3. Knight f8, he can maybe take on b5 and Okay, his position is not terrible actually. It's still, I think, better for black, but it's not totally clear. So okay, interesting. Not a bad game. Thank you, Sand Viper. Pretty
Yeah,
tough.
it was a really good game, I thought, for Blindfold, and it mainly was decided by the time factor, because
Yeah,
when we were
because
down on time is when I asked for more pre-moves.
I was hoping for c takes d4 and then play c4, and then like at least for Blindfold this is a great position because now it's easy.
Yeah,
My stuff is really solid. So
true.
all right, your turn to play. We'll back to hand and brain now. So
Okay, will I play one more game, or how much time do we
well,
have?
thanks guys. Now I'm catching up on the chat because I couldn't see the chat.
Yeah. I'm just gonna accept one of the earlier challenges, so you guys must have been waiting around. We've got the black pieces against B Tamasya.
All right. So Anna, just I see there's a lot of chatter about what you would sing. So what would you sing if you had to sing?
Oh, I'm really hoping that we're gonna win the match dominantly,
Yeah,
so
I mean
that
this
we don't
is
get to that situation.
it's
Uh,
completely hypothetical. It's completely hypothetical because of course it's not going to happen. Okay, pawn.
maybe the winning team can decide the song.
Oh, okay.
If it's
That's
a known song, it should be
sure.
pretty known.
Okay, pawn. Oh yeah, we have another
So
French. That's good. I actually like the French. I've always wanted to play the French because I find like the positions are so interesting.
mhm,
All right, pawn.
we get another advanced variation.
Yeah, I'll try to do better. Oh, this is an unusual. So now, I mean, I know they do this, but okay, I have to say pawn because I feel like out of principle, you got to try to
Yeah.
improve over the regular line. Yeah, I've always wanted to play the French. Now I'll say knight, but I never really got around to studying it. So
Mhm.
bishop.
That's how I feel about the Sicilian. I started studying it, but I never actually got to play it because I felt like my knowledge was never good enough for playing it at the competitive level.
Pawn, I guess we'll keep pieces.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
the Sicilian. I guess it just takes. I played some lazy Sicilians, to try to like I played the Khan Sicilian and stuff like that are a little bit what I would call the lazy man Sicilian.
Hmm.
Um, I guess knight.
I like it. So when we win against David and Ayelen, what song will we ask for? Because
That
we have
actually
confidence,
that is a
obviously.
good one. That is a good one to discuss. Uh, that's a let's see. Well, and I shouldn't make us lose on time. Just contemplating this wonderful, thinking of them singing.
Yeah,
I'll say pawn, and then I'm gonna think. So
sure.
maybe
I feel
from
like Ayelen could be a good singer, but David.
I'll say I think I'll say bishop. I like the
Mhm.
idea of putting the bishop there. I don't know if it's that's great. Actually, it's fine. I don't think he's gonna. Okay, takes there. Now I think pawn.
Mhm. I like our position a lot, so I'm considering which pawn move. There are a few tempting ones.
Um, yeah, I don't know if like people usually go for karaoke type songs in these situations. Like Journey or I don't know. I mean, so many options. I mean, I think
Yeah,
a classic for me as a Canadian, like a classic of karaoke or being forced to sing something is like Celine Dion.
yeah, a bit of Titanic.
Yeah, like Titanic, exactly. Knight, we got to stop knight d6.
Yeah,
Um,
very true.
Titanic is always a good one. I actually sort of know that one, so
Yeah, I think that could be because that's a song that can turn out extremely badly if you don't know how to sing, which would be our case, but we will not lose the match, so it's on to them.
I'll say I guess I'll say pawn.
Mm-hmm. Pawn.
Yeah, it's someone just said Billie Eilish. Billie Eilish. See, I feel like Billie Eilish. The problem is it's not much of a melody. I think some
Yeah,
of them
it's
are
difficult to
actually. Some of
sing.
them are.
Hmm.
Yeah, Billie Eilish is interesting. I like Billie Eilish.
Me too. I just find it so difficult to sing. I
Yeah, like
tried with friends in just a home karaoke setup, but they're very difficult.
what kind of music do you actually like?
I like a lot of different types of music. Everything that you mentioned. So pop, obviously, also more of a rock, classical music, jazz. Mm, Even since I lived in Spain for 10 years, the Latino vibes as well. It's like reggaeton and more of the
I'll say pawn
dancing to
again.
its kind of music. I think
Pawn,
I'll
right?
just digest any move. Pawn again should be this one.
I was gonna play a5 to stop him, but he.
Oh,
Oh well, now I don't know if I.
if you
I'll say
say
pawn
pawn
again.
again, I think I'm gonna go for this one. We didn't discuss it on purpose though.
No, no, I didn't mean to. I'm a little bit. I'm still inexperienced, so I make lapses of.
What music do you listen to?
I listen to all sorts of different things actually, not really like any specific genre.
Mm.
Someone in the chat suggested for a Canadian "Summer of '69" by which is a song. Do you know that song?
Yeah, I love that song actually.
Yeah,
It's
that's a good
on my playlist.
that's a Canadian artist. Another good
I,
Canadian artist for there's a few good Canadian
I'm just
artists for
gonna ask you for
karaoke.
a piece before you tell
Oh
me.
yeah,
Sorry.
Queen. Um, like you can do Shania Twain or Alanis Morissette. You know, these are all good karaoke
Hmm.
choices. Yeah, I said Queen. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm like
Yeah, I
talking
was
about music
thinking
at the same
which
time.
queen move. Yeah, yeah. I think there are many good options. We'll just need to first win the match and then force them to
Yeah,
sing.
I will say Queen again. We have some
I like
interesting
that.
Queen moves. Um, someone in the chat said that you like David Hasselhoff. Is that true? Oh, Bishop. He just gave us
Yeah.
some free stuff.
Free stuff. Absolutely. But that's a meme on my channel because
Oh, I see.
um I got to see David Hasselhoff in real life at TwitchCon last year. He
Oh,
gave a
cool.
speech, but it felt like he had no idea where he was. So imagine someone being one of the stars to perform on stage, giving us an inspirational speech, I guess was the idea. And we won the game.
All right.
But it felt like he had no idea what Twitch is about. And he just said like a half sentence, like, I have a friend. He's a gamer, but that's all he said about gaming and Twitch. And he was just mainly boasting about his career. It was a really bad speech. So ever since I'm a fan of David Hasselhoff, it has become a huge meme on my channel. We listen to
That's
his
pretty cool.
songs, we watch his videos. I have a little David Hasselhoff figurine here with me.
Okay.
It's huge.
That's cool. I see.
So we
Well,
can always sing some David Hasselhoff too. I'm
yeah,
in.
what song? I'm trying to think of what would be.
He covered every possible song that's out there. So even if it's
So
not
basically
his
could be
song,
anything. Could be anything.
yes,
Okay.
he sings Country Roads. Country Roads is one of my favorite
Oh
songs.
yeah,
This
sure. Okay.
country style. We won our game, and I feel really a lot more confident about Monday's match.
Oh yeah, someone is talking about my haircut. My hair was cut by my wife yesterday, so this is a first. You know, difficult, desperate times, desperate measures, and so I think it looks pretty good. Apparently, there's something a
She did
little
a
bit
great job.
slanted on the back, but you know,
Hmm.
and actually, I think the person who said that is actually my brother-in-law, and so he had insight into my haircut, and so um, so that is but that is a good comment. I really appreciate it. I think it looks pretty sharp. So thank you.
Yeah, I
um,
wish I could do just as much of a good job because I was telling Pascal in the during the setup call that I will have to also cut my boyfriend's hair when we get to that stage because I don't think in a few weeks time we will be out of the quarantine situation, unfortunately. And in that case, we've already ordered the scissors, but I've never ever had to cut anybody else's hair except for my own bangs.
well, she watched a couple of YouTube videos, I think, before doing it, and yeah, I mean, she went at it with confidence, and, which I think is the only way to go. And
Yeah, I
and I
guess
went
so.
I went into it with relative confidence also, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with the result. So yeah, so I think I'm going to say this was the last game because
Mhm.
my after show was supposed to start 1 minute ago, and so
Yeah, I'm
I'm a
sorry
tiny bit
that we
behind.
went on longer than expected, but this has been a really fun training session. I thought, Pascal, and I really am confident about our chances of making David and Ayelan sing for us next Monday.
Yes. So now we just got to pick. We just got to pick the best song for them. And
Yeah.
I welcome more ideas. If people in the chat want to, send me a message on Chess24, go ahead. I'll consider it. I'll send it to Anna. See, maybe she'll make the final decision. But yeah. So we'll take it into account. And yeah. So thanks for joining us, Anna. And it will be great to have a match in a couple of days. I do feel like we're warmed up now, and
Mhm.
I played more hand brain now than I've played in a long time. Um, so that'll be good. And yeah, hopefully some of you or all of you actually join me for the after show in a couple of minutes. I'll try to get it started as soon as possible, probably a 5 to 10 minute break, and I'll get some water and I'll be back at it. So someone says "Live and Let Die" by Sir Paul McCartney. Interesting.
Oh,
So
good
Little
suggestion
Beatle
there.
yesterday. I mean, we have to think about who's singing too. Like, what would be
Yeah,
funnier for Adeline and David to be singing? So
that's very true. Well, I think I've heard David singing in karaoke, and I
really,
must say we probably have better skill. No, just kidding.
well, you
No
haven't
one
heard
can.
me, you haven't heard me yet. So, but yeah, we'll see.
He's
Um,
not the best of singers, but neither am I. So who am I to
it's
judge?
more
Ayelan, I think, could be good.
it's more about enthusiasm.
Yeah, true.
So, but yeah, cool. So thanks. That was a lot of fun. Thanks to the audience for participating with us. Hopefully everyone had a good time. And Anna, I'm looking forward to your course coming out in a couple of days. I guess we'll talk a lot more about it when it's out. And yeah, thanks for joining us.
Thanks everyone for helping us train for Monday, and I can't wait for the launch day. That is Monday, my course, and that is also the big day for this amazingly important match, Hand and Brain against David and Ayelan. All the best for you, Pascal, with the after show, and I can't wait to see you guys again on Monday.
Thanks a lot. Thanks, Anna, and see you guys in a few minutes.